Hey, everybody. Happy Friday. Hope everyone's doing great. Oh my gosh. I have been traveling and I just got back from New York City, Manhattan. It was absolutely phenomenal. Oh my God. It was so good to be back in New York again. There's just no words. Absolutely no words. So I wanted to come live today. First of all, I just haven't been live in so long and I wanted to catch up with everybody. I've got a ton of real estate announcements to make. I feel like this is one of the best ways to get out everything I've got going on because the last few houses I've sold on social media. 601 East 50th. It was a duplex down in central Austin, Hyde Park. Hey, Adam. It's down in Hyde Park, which is like right by the University of Texas. And I sold that on Facebook Live and it was fantastic. A car dealer friend of mine pinged me and said I'll buy it, and we're under contract and we close next week. And so that one closed at $1,490,000, or was listed. Excuse me, I shouldn't say closed at. Listed at $1,490,000. Incredible investment opportunity. I've got another really great investment opportunity. Adam Marburger. I'm listing out a bunch of properties, my friend. You ought to be investing in Austin, Texas. And then I'll talk about Serhant again here in a minute, Adam. So I've got another one that, So I have another one that will be on the market next week on Keith Lane, which for those of you who know Austin, it's right off of Red River, which is downtown Austin. It's right next door to St. David's, downtown central Austin. This is really a unique property. It's two houses and all around it are high rises and things like that. Now this is an investor's dream. 2.2 million, and we have a 2-year long-term lease, at $10,000 a month. Everything in the house is fixed. The house is solid. Houses, I should say, are solid. Sits on a corner lot, butts up to the University of Texas. So if you see yourself wanting to get into the game with a smaller project at about 2.2 million, $10,000 a month guaranteed rent. I mean, because the tenant it's a commercial tenant. A tenant has already been in there for 5 years paying this rent. But my client is ready to cash out and do some other stuff. So think about the one right downtown Austin off of Red River. Give me a call about that one, 2.2, and there's a 2-year lease still on it at $10,000 a month. I've got 4 townhomes on South Congress, right off of South Congress on Mockingbird that are coming. We're finishing construction, so they're all brand new construction. They're amazing. So talk about like being in the heartbeat of the city, like being able to walk to everything, be able to walk downtown. One of the reasons that real estate, the price drives up and up and up is proximity, right? Location. And when you're in central Austin, it's proximity to downtown. So I've got 4 of those. And some of them are 2-2s. I think 2 are 2-2s and 2 are 3-2s. And they're going to be about 555 to 675,000. They're not going to be done for a month, so price is subject to change. We're going to be at about $400 a square foot, and that's the market right now, to be that close, walking distance to all the action in downtown Austin. So super excited about those. So if you're a real estate investor and you want some pocket listings, off-market deals, I've got a bunch of them right now. So I've already talked about that we just sold 601 East 50th, which were the duplexes in central Austin, sold in 1 hour on Facebook Live to a car dealer. Okay, open houses tomorrow. I've got 2 of my listings open tomorrow. 107 Spear Point Cove, which is in the gorgeous, beautiful Cimarron Hills. I'll actually be holding that one open in the morning from 11 to 1. So we have a new price on that house. It's $2,199,000, 5,700 square feet. Absolutely gorgeous pit building company. I mean, when you talk about quality of construction, when you walk into this home, when you've got solid pine doors, solid pine cabinets, you walk outside of this amazing backyard oasis, y'all. It is an oasis. It sits on the fourth hole in Cimarron. But the way that the pool was built, the backyard's totally private, like unbelievable. So, I mean, you can lay out in your backyard and nobody from the golf course can see you, but you're on the golf course. The main suite is downstairs. It's huge. The flow of this house is incredible. Like, this house was built for entertaining like there's no other. It sits on a cul-de-sac. Like I said, you have to see this house. I'll be in it tomorrow from 11. I'm looking at all my notes here, y'all. Like, these are all my properties. It's crazy. So I'll be in the house from 11 to 1, holding it open. 2.199 smoking deal to get 5,700 square feet in the exclusive resort golf course community sitting in Georgetown, Texas, Jack Nicklaus Golf Course, Cimarron Hills. So ping me about that. Unbelievable. We've got another house open tomorrow, 3706 Herman Street. That's in the Highlands at Mayfield Ranch in Round Rock. So y'all, okay, like here's the real life real estate stories. People ask me all the time. We had this house under contract. I mean, it's gorgeous, gorgeous home. 4-bedroom, 3-bath, executive home in a highly, highly desirable neighborhood. Everything's chugging along. 4 days before closing, the listing agent sends me a text and says that the buyer has lost her visa. I'm like, okay. So anyways, nothing at all wrong with this house. It's amazing. The buyers lost their earnest money. I mean, you just don't do that. It's not cool pulling out 4 days before closing, but whatever. So the house is back on the market. It's open from Saturday 1 to 4, and it's open Sunday 1 to 3. I need to get this house under contract this weekend. Now, if you're looking to move into Central Texas, or you're wanting to buy a great investment property in Round Rock, Texas, this is your house. Okay. They have priced it to sell it. We're not playing any pricing games on this house. I mean, I priced it so we could sell it because we have another home that we're closing on in a couple of weeks. They're brand new, beautiful construction. And so we need to move this one. It is what it is. Sometimes in real estate, deals fall apart, and this one fell apart. So anyways, 3706 Herman, Hermann, 2 N's, Herman Street, Round Rock, Texas. In fact, look it up on Zillow. When I say this house is gorgeous, it is gorgeous. I'm putting it in right now. Herman Street, Round Rock, Texas. 78681. Okay, there you go. All right, what else do we have cooking here? Oh, I've got another one coming on May 15th. It's Edwards Walk. It's on Edwards Walk, and it's at the ranch at Brushy Creek in Cedar Park. Also another great neighborhood with great amenities. It's a little bit bigger of a house. It's 3250 was Herman Street, about 3,200 square feet. This one's about 3,400 square feet. And both of these houses, both Herman and Edwards Walk, they both have private media rooms, which is amazing. Herman's Walk is $899,000. So that just shows you the value that if you buy Herman Street now, because we need to get it under contract. It's priced to sell, amazing investment property. But Edwards Walk, it'll be live on MLS on the 15th. It's another fantastic house sitting right here in Williamson County. So anyways, and then today we closed on 407 Pine Street in downtown Georgetown, in Old Town. That was fantastic. We were in multiple offers, sold over ask, quite a bit over ask. And they're going to use it as a short-term rental. So real estate is booming. And I've got one more coming in downtown Georgetown, and it's 1,500 square feet with a casita. So it's in the Old Town area. So what that means is it's like a craftsman we're not quite done with it yet. That's the only reason it's not on the market. To all new construction, super cute, super modern, but big lot, deep lot. And then it's got about 125-foot casita / office, separate structure in the back. Super excited to bring that one to market in the next couple of weeks. So that's just a few of the things I've got going on. We got my house for Irene closed last week. That was my lady who sold her big estate in Driftwood, and we got her into her forever home in Georgetown. So it's been an insane week. So let's talk about the real estate market, right? Like, we've got all these amazing listings. And then let's not forget about my beautiful executive home coming on Camino del Verde, the Tom Pitt home, 7,700 square feet. This house is a knockout. Hopefully we'll be on the market next week in that one also. But I'm actually going to do a special video for that one. But anyways, lots and lots of stuff coming on the market. So like, people are reading like, there is no inventory. There are no houses. That's BS. There's lots of houses. Okay. So there are houses that are on the market. There are houses that there's inventory where things are slowing up a little bit, and that's interest rates, right? I think we're sitting at 5.5, maybe. I don't know. It moves around every day, just like gas. What a rough year it's been. I don't know. I was told that there was going to be a better world to live in, but no, it's worse in the last year. So interest rates, the feds are doing it to slow inflation, and what they're targeting, unfortunately, is the housing market, which is so stupid, right? But what it will do is it will help stabilize pricing a little bit. We are nowhere. It will not happen. People ask me all the time. I did an interview yesterday for the Washington Post. They called me. They asked me for a quote, and they said, do you see a housing bubble? And I'm like, absolutely not. There is no housing bubble. When your demand outruns your supply, you're not going to bust. What that means probably is that you buyers that are out there and you want to get back in the game, now's the time to get back in the game. Okay? Because there's not going to be 45 offers on these houses. And so, and sellers are a little more agile now. So the market might correct itself a little bit, and correction meaning that you're actually going to be able to buy a house versus, if you're on a VA loan or you're on an FHA loan and you cannot buy a house. So I want to encourage you, if you're out there and you have experienced buyer fatigue, just meaning, you tried to buy a house, you tried to make something happen, and you just always got outbid, go back out. Okay. But beware of the agents that price the houses so low that they price them below the market to drive multiple offers. Okay. So that doesn't mean that house really sold at 100,000 over. I've talked about this before, y'all. That doesn't mean the house sold for $100,000 over. It just means it might have been priced 75,000 under. Okay. To drive the eyeballs, to drive the multiple offers. So there's just all kinds of strategies. And hey, I'm not knocking it. I'm just trying to give you like behind the scenes of how things work. So have your agent, if there's a house that you like, have your agent go and do a CMA on the house, right? A current market analysis, and tell you, what is that house really worth? If it's priced at 500 and it's really worth 575, go in at the market price or a little bit above, and just know that you're not paying $75,000 over the market. It's not happening. But so many agents don't do that for their clients, and then their clients are like, "Oh my God, what am I going to do? Everything's 50 or 75,000 over market." It's not. It's not. Now, are there a few little pocket areas? For sure. But 90% of where you want to live here in Central Texas, you can buy a house if you're working with the right agent who understands the market and understands pricing strategies. Whew, got to take a breath. Okay, everyone wants me to get back to Ryan Serhant. Okay, first of all, number one, he's better looking in person, if that's even possible. Oh my God, he is so nice looking. Number two, he's probably one of the nicest humans on planet Earth. And I'm used to that working with Tarek El Mousa. I mean, people say all the time, what's he like? I'm like, he's just like us. He's the sweetest guy in the world. What's Elena Cardone like? She's just like us. What is Ari Lyondike like? He's just like us, right? So, working with these celebrities and working with, and just, anyways, they're amazing. And Ryan's amazing. And, the best piece of advice he gave me when I asked him about, more the luxury high-end market is, you've got to prep your sellers that they can't price where they did 6 months ago, because the market has changed. Right? The mentality of the market has changed. So there are people out there who have a lot of money that could make no money on their money in the bank. Now they can make a little bit because interest rates are high, right? There are people that had a lot of money sitting in the markets and they were willing to transfer it into real estate. Well, that may not work right now because, their investments are off a tad. I just closed 2 deals last week, actually 3 deals. I forgot about those. 3 deals last week on for Rebecca and David Contreras, and we sold their house on Westminster. and we dropped that money into a 1031 exchange, which is an absolute fantastic way to shield your money. And I'm actually going to do an entire video on 1031 exchanges. And we were able to take the gains from that one property on Westminster and put it into two properties here in Belton. They were both off-market duplexes, right? But transfer that gain to other properties and not pay taxes on it, right? That's a beautiful thing to be able to do. So there's a lot of hacks in real estate, and it really depends on who you work with, right? If they understand. But I want to invite you out to these open houses tomorrow, 3706 Herman Street, Round Rock, the Highlands at Mayfield Ranch, Saturday 1 to 4, Sunday 1 to 3. Beautiful, beautiful executive home. I mean, you want to move in ready house, this is your house. It's absolutely stunning. And you know, the buyers backed out. I mean, the sellers just got hosed on this deal. I mean, 4 days before closing, give me a break. Terrible, terrible. So anyways, we're back on the market. We need to move it. So if you know anybody that wants to live, if you're watching this, if you're one of my people that sends me messages after I do one of these and says, I'll buy that house or whatever, just like I sold 601 East 50th off of a Facebook Live. If you know somebody that wants to live in Round Rock, that wants to live in Williamson County, that wants to have close proximity to Dell and to Apple and to the outlet malls and I-35 and Ronald Reagan Boulevard and HEB Shopping Center and award-winning schools, Georgetown schools, by the way, award-winning schools, all of the above. If you've got a friend out there and they've been out shopping for houses, definitely send them my way. They need to see this property. Y'all could look it up on Zillow, 3706 Herman Street, Round Rock, Texas. I fully expect it to go under contract this weekend. So get your name in the hat. It's priced to sell. You know, it's not on sale because we're not going to give away a great house, but it's priced to sell. And you know, I just want to encourage everybody, like the true way to build wealth is in real estate. And if you're not in the game already, you need to get in the game. At some level, some way, somehow, you need to get in the game. We even have a program that if you can only rent right now, like maybe you haven't saved the money for the down payment, but we can put you into the house. My company will buy the house. Okay, they'll buy the house. They will let you rent it up to 3 years. And then you can buy it at the end at a fixed locked in price while you save money. Not even going to go off onto that one right now, but that's out there too, right? So who are you working with? Are you working with a company, with agents, with a team, with experts that have like every little antidote in their pocket? Like if you come to me and you can fog a mirror, I'm going to tell you how to buy a house. I say that a little tongue in cheek, but not really. I mean it, right? If you are somebody who wants to buy a house, me or my team, we'll show you how to do it. But we have a lot of houses for sale. And that's why I'm putting them out to you guys and gals today. So if you've got somebody who's out there who maybe you're watching me in California, maybe you're watching me in New York or in Florida, and they're coming to Central Texas, call me. If you're out there and you're thinking, you know, I tried to get into the game 6 months ago or 3 months ago, I was so frustrated. I don't blame you. I was frustrated too. Tough time to be a real estate agent. You know, now you can get back in the market. Okay. You can get back in the market. So call us, let us help. If you're an agent and you want to work on a team that does everything we do, and if you follow me, you know everything we do. You know the rooms that I'm in. I mean, after my open house tomorrow, I'm heading to Dallas. I got a whole box full of clothes from Elena Cardone today. To bring to her in Dallas, because she didn't want to send them to the hotel. And so, you know, if you want to work with me and Elena and Tarek El Mousa and Sharon Lecter and Ari Lyondike and Lauren Hunt and Angie Yates and Tanya Chambers, like Bobby Jones and Toss Pratt, the listing boss, all of that, right? If you just want to have a private conversation, I want you to go to lisacopeland.work and schedule a time to talk to me. I mean, we've got such big things happening that we're already dominating the real estate space, but we're really going to dominate the real estate space. And I'd love to share it with you privately. And it'll be a private conversation. But if you like watch what we do and you like what we do and you're like, God, I want to be part of something bigger and I want to be at the table with these people. I want to be in the right rooms. I want to get advice from Ryan Serhant. I want to get advice from Tarek El Mousa. I want to get advice from Elena Cardone. Like if you want to play big, call me. Just get there. You can't just call me, but just schedule an appointment and let's have a conversation about it. I've got a lot of agents coming over in the next month to us. I'm personally, I have about 800 in my organization. I want to be at 8,000 because with everything that we do and the megaphone that we have in the real estate industry, we can help you be more successful and we can help you sell more houses. We can help you make more money. So, boy, I have said a lot in 20 minutes and 29 seconds. So after I hold the house open in Cimarron tomorrow, I'm heading to Dallas. I think I said that. Elena is the closing keynote for the Women's Real Estate Investment. So I'm going to Dallas tomorrow night, and she and I are going to go to dinner in Dallas. I'm gonna take my girl on the town in Dallas, Texas. And then she's the closing keynote tomorrow night or Sunday at 5:00. So I'm going to stay all day. Barbara Corcoran speaking. And I know I've got a lot of friends that are going to be there. They've all pinged me. Anyways, it's great times. It's great times in real estate. Are there some things we have to maneuver? Yeah. Number one thing being interest rates, right? Because when interest rates rise, buying power decreases. So we have to get a little smarter. We got to pivot. We have to help our sellers come to realistic numbers on their properties so we can continue at a rapid click on selling through on all this inventory. We have to convince sellers or people in the market that it's okay to sell your house. We will find you something else. We promise. So anyways, I am so glad to see everybody. Just put it out there. Again, if you're watching me in California, New York, Florida, Oregon, I don't care where, and you know people that want to live in Central Texas, call me. I've got a bunch of listings. I got a bunch coming. I've got a bunch off market. I've already talked to you guys and gals about some of them today. And Ravi Singh, oh my gosh. Okay, do you guys know how I met Ravi Singh? Ravi, are you still on there? I met Ravi in Washington, D.C., at the Caucus Room, which is a very famous restaurant across the street from the White House. And we were doing some political work together. And Ravi you were a congressman, right, Ravi? State senator or congressman? Anyways, a Republican, and just really a heck of a nice guy. But I don't know that you're in politics anymore. Anyways, everybody, great to catch back up with you. Start dialing for dollars. If you're in real estate or you're a realtor and you want to know about any of my off-market stuff, give me a call. I love to sell stuff off-market. We had a big off-market month last month. I like it because it helps my sellers and it helps buyers actually be able to get into homes. So anyways, I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Come see me at my open house in Cimarron Hills. And then go check out the one at 3706 Herman Street, Round Rock, Texas, 78681. All right, y'all. Bye-bye.